Morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Faruk Arslan. Today, I started a GoFundMe campaign for families, abandoned families. I will do English interaction today. Hopefully, you will help our campaign during the month of Ramazan. Help 10 refugee families who separated. This is the title, our campaign. I am raising 8 to 10 refugees families in Canada whose family members fall apart, with disabled children. Partners become forced living widows, children become orphan and abandoned. Farzedin ki Ramazan ayında vereceğiniz himmeti veriyorsunuz. Berat Kandili bugün. 3 aylardayız. Zalimin rejimi var Türkiye'de. Mağdur ettiği parçalanmış aileler var. Çocuklar, kadınlar, zorla dul kalmış, dul yaşamak zorunda olan, farklı ülkelerde ailesi dağılmış ve bu rejimin dağıttığı aileler var. Yetimler, öksüzler var, kimsesizler var. Yardım ediniz. Farzdır, farz ayındır. Bugün yardım etmeyeceksiniz. Ne zaman yardım edeceksiniz? Muavenet kardeşliktir diyebiliyorduk. Gördüğümüz kadarıyla kardeşliği ve yardımlaşmayı, dayanışmayı bazıları anlayamamışlar. Dayanışma üzerine kurulmuştur kainat. Aşk üzerine kurulmuştur. Yardımlaşma ve dayanışma, muavenet kainatın birinci aşk ve din kuralıdır. Eğer bu kuralı bilmiyorsanız lütfen öğrenin artık. Yaşınız kaç oldu? Farzdır. Muavenet kardeşliktir. Muavenet Allah rızasını kazanmaktır. Muavenet cennete sermaye göndermektir. Muavenet günahlarınızı affetmesi için Allah'a yalvarmaktır. Bela ve musibetlerin def olmasına bu Berat Kandili, Ramazan önümüzde belki vesile olur. Küçük büyük demeyin. Elinizden gelen yardımı esirgemeyin. Paranız yoksa paylaşarak da sevaba girebilirsiniz. GoFundMe linkinden. Videomuzda paylaşabilirsiniz. Zaten Ramazan'da hizmet hareketi 60 yıldır himmet yapar. Himmet vermiyorsunuz yıllardır zaten. Erdoğan zulümleri galiba vesile oldu himmetten kaçmak için. Olmaz. Zaten zekat da vermiyorsunuz. Sadaka da vermiyorsunuz. Ne zaman vereceksiniz? Ne zaman borçlarınızı ödeyeceksiniz? Bu kampanya bir yıl kalacak. Bir yıllık himmet. 45 gün içinde toplarsak 80 bin doları ne hala? Toplayamazsak bir yıl devam edecek. Bir dahaki Ramazan'a kadar. Himmetler böyle oluyor. Ramazan'dan Ramazan'a. Hizmetin sistemi böyle çalışıyor. Imagine being forced out your home country under the threat of death. You are scared from death. Fear of dying. From Erdoğan regime. Salih'dan yardım gönderdin mi Salih? Allah razı olsun. Arkadaşlarımız yardım gönderiyorlar. Her zaman yardım eden arkadaşlar var. Yardım etmeyen arkadaşlar var. Öbür tarafta bunların hesabını sorarız. Anlatırsınız. Yardım ettiniz mi? Yardım etmediniz mi? Ülkemizden insanlar yıllardır kaçıyor. Türkiye, Suriye ve Irak'ın ardından Yunanistan'da en fazla mülteci veren 3. ülke. Ukrayna krizi çıktı. Bütün Avrupa 3 milyon mülteci dolaşıyor. Türkiye'den gelen mültecilerin yüzüne bakan yok. Suriye'den gelen mültecilerin yüzüne bakan yok. Afganları zaten sevmiyorlar, Iraklıları. Müslümanları Avrupalılar çok memnun değil almaktan. Ama Ukraynalıları almaktan memnun gibiler. Dört bir koldan kurumsal olarak da yardım kampanyaları düzenleniyor. Ben de yardım edeyim dedim. Bir kampanya açtım. Kabul etmediler. Dediler ki sen kimsin? Ben Faruk Arslan'ım. social worker, Kanadalı. Dediler ki dünyanın en büyük kurumları Kızılaş'tan tutun. Yani sayılı batılı kurumlar yardım ediyor. Devletler yardım ediyor. Ukraynalılara herkes yardım ediyor. Türkiye'den kaçanlara yardım eden yok. Suriye'den, Irak'tan, Afganistan'dan kaçanlara yardım eden yok. Zavallılar, zor durumdalar. Müslümanlık bugün de belli olur. Ne zaman Müslümanlara yardım edeceksiniz? Imagine being forced out your home country. You will be becoming a refugee someday, under the threat of death, transported a strange land and culture, and your family members separated in different countries. If one of your family members has severe impairment with mental health issues or learning disabilities, your trauma never ends. This aid will support ongoing refugee crisis in Turkey, whose family members fall apart with disabled children, some of them becoming orphans and abandoned. This campaign aimed to help 10 Turkish refugee families separated in different refugee camps in Greece. Some live in Canada with disabled children, and partners live as forced widows. Family divided, different pieces. Merging union is important. Helping families becoming as a one is a target. Many good people living under torture in Turkey. If you are celebrating Berat Kandil, it is a chance, opportunity to help others. Why you are celebrating Berat, Miraj, Kandil, and fasting during the month of Ramazan? Why? What is your target? Satisfying yourself or satisfying God? Hopefully, you are trying to not satisfying yourself and doing self-masturbation. Hopefully, you will get satisfaction from God. God will be satisfying you, because this dunya is short. You have to invest and make a deal with God. In the Quran mentioned that if you are a good Muslim and doing a salih amal is important, this displaced vulnerable 10 families need to be union and require regular support, including persons with disabilities who depend on humanitarian aid to survive in Canada as well. Because families are divided, separated, and blended, many of them are forcibly divorced or voluntarily, intentionally divorced under the torture of the Erdogan regime. We are fundraising to help 10 Turkish origin refugee families who are still not fully merged yet. Some family members arrived in Canada, but the rest were separated in different refugee camps in different parts of the world. We support local refugee family members, where the primary breadwinner has unfortunately suffered severe health complications. Other members lived in the separated refugee camps and had to undergo surgery for it and are currently unable to work, meaning bills are piling up and expenses are high. They need extra support because they struggle to aid their divided families at the same time. It is hard. It is not easy to fulfill all the needs. This is an ongoing campaign, unfortunately. So I won't stop. I'm a social worker, as a social justice fighter who graduate in Canada, sociology, social work, and doing another master and PhD. So I'm a registered psychotherapist and special care provider. So who's providing and organizing this? So I am a very trustworthy person. I won't spend any penny and wasting any penny. I will give it away who's in need. So my wife says, don't get any penny from the campaign to our pocket. This is haram. So do you understand that? Yes, haram. This money will go who's in need. And there are many, many people needy. Please understand us. There are many people running away from their home countries, escaping and going somewhere else, and different land, different culture. Our team members, one of them, Kwebe, she was divorced and forcibly run away from Turkey and tortured in Turkey, and luckily to reach Canada, and she's having 3 children, and as a single mother. She's another organizer in our team. There are another team members I will introduce, Jamal, who was in charge in Turkey, orphan children in Turkey, and Erdogan kicked him out and not giving a pension. Other two members, Semi is another person, divorced and no chance because many reasons. Maria, another person, not real name, and Betül also face similar operations in Turkey, who have been partition and separation from homeland and host country. So those experiencing causing big trauma is a lifetime trauma. Our other supporters are willing to donate to those who feel these pains and discrimination and racism and fascism. Really, this is a real happening. No kidding. Every day, somebody is arrested and going to jail, and nobody is releasing. In Turkey, they are given another headache, pain, even though they are outside of the jail. So if run away from Turkey, Turkish intelligence agency run after them and give them torture outside. What kind of regime is that? Worse than Putin, worse than China, worse than Iran, similar to Yemen. So those people are good people who run away from Turkey. There's a big brain drain going on in Turkey. How come you don't see that? How come you are not aware of that? We are dealing with everyday operations and suppressions in Turkey and different kind of tortures. So nobody is hain, nobody is terrorist, nobody is against home country. There's a big lie going on. Huge. I will try to help all my efforts, my energy, all funds raise it will be given directly to these family members who live in Canada and the other family members, other part of the world. So this help very crucial. and challenging times, especially considering Ramazan, the Islamic holy month, is approaching. The money will also help the family prepare for the sacred months and Eid, an Islamic holiday celebrated to mark the end of the Ramazan, by funding any food, clothing, and other essentials they may need. So hold these families in your prayers, and please get in touch with us. If you have any questions, you can call me anytime. I am very open mind, very open person. You can reach me. No barriers. Additional information I want to provide. So about the campaign, about the condition, where we are going, where we are at. Regularly, I am doing a speech Turkish. Today, I wanna speak English to other people who cannot understand Turkish language. Hopefully, you understand my English as well. In Turkey, everything in between are off. They are waxing like a belly dancer. Politicians are liars. Every day you are seeing their lies. So I always fed up, giving up talking about politics. Very, very messy. So those people you are going to help got friends and not committed any crime, not doing any haram thing. Never. We will be choosing carefully who is abandoned, who were divorced, whose children in orphan uh, became orphan, and the family is divided. It is hard to bring them together again. It takes years to heal. It is not easy to create new family, and after separation, even though this process is done, there are many issues going on between partners, between children and family and relatives. You are seeing every day different crises in Turkey. One of the Turkish parliament member introducing this operation every day, Ömer Faruk Gergerlioğlu, introduced recently this lady, Tuba. She was hospitalized and kidney problem, transplantation, and police tried to arrest her in the hospital. And what's going on? They wanna kill the sick people, illness people in Turkey, producing fear. And who's at fault? What is her crime? She has no crime. Nothing. Those people under torture, under persecutions, under oppression, under discrimination, systematically, under fascism for years. So you are seeing that in these days, in 21st century, and you are not doing an action. This is not acceptable. Additional info, since 2016, tens of thousands of Turkish nationals who have made to the European Union by crossing land or sea borders and applying refugee claim status, asylum seeker. Since 2019, Turkish asylum seekers were the third most registered group after Syrians and Iraqis in Greece. Turkish nationals claimed they were illegally put in boats by Greek authorities and returned to Turkey, pushed back, where they risked persecution. Separated 10 families are still exiled victims who are facing double discrimination and social exclusion for looking for better living. Please note, this fundraiser is in no way affiliated with other family members in different countries, nor have the family asked us directly to raise money for them. They are very humble, very shy people. We communicate with family members who lives in Canada. We have taken the initiative ourselves and really appreciate your help. Do not forget, forcing refugees to return a country like a Turkey, in which they are liable to be subjected to persecution. Athens, Greece, has continuously denied allegations about its use of the practice pushback, because Hulusi Akar made an agreement recently, 2 days ago, and their life in danger since the failed 2016 coup, which is a fake organized by Erdogan and Hulusi Akar and Hakan Fidan. At least 600,000 people have been persecuted over terrorism charges, and more than 1.5 million investigated. Turkish Justice Minister Süleyman Soylu announced it earlier this year, and they don't have a shame. Shame on them. Many critics claim that Erdogan has long used the coup to consolidate his grip on power. He is obsessed with power. Power poisoned him, and several 2021, 2010 and 2021 human rights reports finding that terrorism charges continue to be widely misused to target family separation. They wanna separate families intentionally. This is the Holocaust, genocide. Yeah, exactly. Victimized families have chosen to be separated by the Erdogan dictatorship. Do not forget, a 35 years old woman, Esma Uluda, who managed to escape from Turkey to Greece along with her 3 children. Uluda passed away of cerebral bleeding and some financial difficulties, who tried to run away from Greece 28 times. She returned to Athens camp. She wants to reach her husband who lives in Germany, but she failed by heart attack. She died just 6 months after they took refugee in Athens. So she couldn't reach her husband. Her children became orphan. Esmeralda was mother of the 3 children, aged 3, 7, 10 years old in that time. Worked as a civil servant in the district governor's office in Izmir province until she was dismissed by a government decree over her alleged links to the Gülen movement. Under the rule of the emergency, Erdogan made a coup, declared an aftermath of the controversial military coup attempt, July 15, 2016. As you know, KK, Erdogan signed paper and kick out people from work and make their life is hell. Esma took shelter in Greece and they were waited in Athens for family unification. It never happened. So Esmeralda suddenly had a stroke. She was taken to hospital by an ambulance, which reportedly arrived 40 minutes late. She wasn't a Ukraine origin. She's a Muslim and cover up her hijab. She's wearing hijab. She visibly Muslim, and they don't care. She wasn't white and blue eyes and blonde, so she wasn't Ukraine origin. So whose heart stood still, passed away despite all the emergency intervention at the hospital. She died. If you don't have those families, they are dying. And you are responsible. About 600 women with young children and 705 babies were being held in detention in Turkey since then. And by the March of 2022, day 17, including about 100 women who were pregnant and had just given birth, still jailed since a controversial coup attempt. 17,000 women accompanied by those babies jailed over the alleged link to Gulen movement, which was a not crime. The women are accused of providing scholarship, arranging sales, doing kermes, doing himmet, depositing money in private lender bank Asya, sending their children to private school, affiliated with the Gülen movement, subscribing to Zaman and Bugün newspaper, using the Bilog smartphone messaging application. So those are not crime, but Erdogan regime says it is a crime. According to who? Always remember, women with newborn and disabled children who have been jailed in unprecedented crackdown have been subjected to torture and ill treatment in detention centers and prisons as part of the government's systematic campaign of intimidation and persecution in Turkey. This is a systematic Holocaust genocide happening in Turkey, like a Hitler regime. According to United Nations experts, since July 2016, the Erdogan government has forcibly transferred more than 100 Turkish citizens from outside, meet kidnap people. Yeah, too bad. No other perpetrator state, any raw state, any mafia state has done this, conducted such a large number of rendition during the same time of period. There are ongoing cases of abduction, rendition, and forcibly return since the coup attempt. Be aware of that. The Erdogan regime has employed extra legal method, mafia method, to secure the return of those teachers and good people. So officially, they are kidnapping people and they are denying it. They are liars. They are thieves. They are terrorists. The victims have faced a number of human rights violations, including arbitrary arrest, house raids, torture, and ill treatment during these operations. They called operation, like Putin says operation. This is not war. Actually, this is war, not the operation. Detainees' right to live, liberty, security of person, fair trial, and respect for private and family life, which are protected by several international conventions, are denied by the Erdogan regime. They are not accepting any constitution, any rules, any law and regulations, any civil right, human right, Quranic right, Turkish örf, adet and gelenek right. Nothing. They are just basically killer. They are basically thief. Basically, they are terrorists who's running the Turkish government. So fake coup. Erdogan organized fake coup against himself and blaming innocent people. Now almost 30 minutes. I will be completing my speech. Hopefully, these messages will be reaching out to you, and hopefully, you will donate as much as you can and inform others about this campaign. This is an ongoing campaign. We will try to reach out and who's in need, and we'll help them for years. And we will do it. For God's sake. Have a good day.